Hey guys, Nick here from Nick's Taxes. I'm back, and so is the $300 per week benefit for Canadians. This time it's the Canada Worker Lockdown Benefit, and it is now available to certain Canadians who meet the eligibility criteria. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the Canada Worker Lockdown Benefit, what it looks like, and who it is available for. It has just been open, so to kind of start the new year 2022, some of you guys will be able to access it. So we're going to talk about that. Also, I recognize that I've been away from filming for a couple months, so I'll address why and kind of dive into more detail on that at the end of the video. If you're interested, a lot of you guys have been asking where I've been, so I'll talk about that at the end of the video for those who are interested. But for those who are here for this kind of content, I won't waste your time. But one more thing, if you are interested, I think 2022 is going to be a big year for crypto. So if you're interested in joining up to crypto.com, you can get $25 to invest with your crypto.com account by using my referral code Nick's Taxes. So you might want to check that out. Get yourself $25, get yourself into the crypto space. Crypto.com just recently bought out the arena, the naming rights for the arena where the Lakers play, formerly known as the Staples Center. It's now the Crypto.com Arena, which I think is pretty cool. So I see some big things happening with Crypto.com and the whole cryptocurrency space in 2022. Another big thing, obviously, is the rising COVID cases as we finished out the 2021 year, the holiday season and whatnot. We've seen more cases actually in Ontario than we've ever seen. So COVID cases are really on the rise, and hence this lockdown benefit. You may have remembered one of my later videos, we did touch on this, and that Canada did want to implement this lockdown benefit when it was needed after they officially discontinued the CERB. Now, unfortunately, the Canada Worker Lockdown Benefit, CWLB, doesn't have a cool acronym like the Canada Emergency Response Benefit. I can't just say CERB. This SLUB doesn't have a thing, so we're going to call it the Lockdown Benefit, I guess, unfortunately. So Canada do better on making better acronyms here. But anyway, let's get talking about it. So it's now officially available to those who meet the criteria. You can go on to the Canada Revenue Agency website and apply for this benefit. It's $300 per week, but just like the CERB, it is taxable, and they are going to be withholding taxes off of that amount, so you're not going to be getting that full $300. It's open for application. It's designed to give temporary income support to employed and self-employed people who cannot work due to a COVID-19 lockdown. It's only available for people who are in a region who cannot work due to capacity restrictions or lockdowns. So in a recent news release, in which I will talk about a little bit later, the CRA said that British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland and Labrador, and Nunavut are designated as lockdown regions. So people in those areas will be able to apply. And more details are also on the Canada Revenue Agency website. Obviously, those regions will be updated as changes to public health restrictions kind of happen, and payments will be retroactive to December 19th. So the benefit was officially created earlier in December, but was not initially available to anyone as the federal government had not designated any regions as being in a lockdown. The government later expanded eligibility so that COVID-19 public health orders restricting public access to businesses by at least 50% would also be included under the definition of a lockdown order. So it's not technically a full-on lockdown. Full eligibility is on the CRA website. We'll kind of touch base on that, and I'll have links in the description so you can go check that out. Applicants who are applying must have lost more than half of their income as a result of this lockdown or capacity restriction. So a news release that came out on December 30th provided some more information about expanding the Canada Worker Lockdown Benefit and provided some eligibility criteria. And a lot of it looks very similar to the Canada Recovery Benefit criteria, which includes, but is not limited to, the you must have earned at least $5,000 in 2020, 2021, or in the 12 months leading up to the day that you apply for your benefit. You must have filed a 2020 tax return, so make sure you're doing that if you haven't already. That should have been done back in April of 2021. Obviously, a region where you work or provide a service is designated as a COVID-19 lockdown region during that applicable period. And you must have lost your job or have been unemployed. You are self-employed but are unable to continue to work, or you are employed and self-employed, but you had a reduction of at least 50% in your average your average weekly income as compared to the previous year. And these regulations will apply from December 19th, so it's retroactive, December 19th to February 12th, 2022. So you should be able to go on now to the Canada Revenue Agency website and apply. Applications should be open if you do meet the criteria. They were available as of December 30th, so Happy New Year to you guys. And you can also call the CRA to speak to an agent as well if you have some more questions about your eligibility, or to apply if you do not want to do so online. So that is the new lockdown benefit that is now available and will continue until February. I will create new videos as more information comes out to provide you guys with some more value. I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. It means a lot. Thank you for everyone who followed me during 2021 and made this channel what it is. I really appreciate that, and I hope that we can continue to have success and build this channel up in the new year as I continue to try to provide more value with you guys. So yeah, if you want, thanks for watching. The reason why I haven't been filming as much as I normally would was for a number of reasons that happened over November and December, but I think going into the new year, I should be back to kind of my regular once a week or so filming. But in November, when I stopped, obviously the Canada Recovery Benefit had come to an end, so there wasn't a whole lot of content that I could talk about regarding that. I did have plans to talk about other things such as cryptocurrency and other Canadian finance and investing things, as well as COVID-related situations. But in November, I started getting some health issues that I needed to take care of, and part of that was kind of eliminating stress. And so in doing so, I decided to take some time off the videos and just focus on getting healthy. And then around that time as well, my grandmother passed away, and she does not live in Canada. So traveling to another country during these COVID times can be stressful and can be eventful, to say the least. So we had some time traveling and going through the grieving process there with the family, so I didn't want to be filming during that time as well. And then kind of right after that, I actually quit my job and got a new job. And in that process, I'm actually going to be moving. So in the new year, I'll be in a new place, and I will be updating you guys on that move very shortly and letting you guys know what that means for the channel and whatnot. But I'd like to share some of my insights of what I'm learning about moving on this channel, because I think it would be beneficial for a lot of people that are moving because of jobs. So right now, the job market is crazy. A lot of people are leaving their jobs and going to new places. They're calling it the Great Resignation. And so there's a lot of power right now in the employees versus the employers. So if you are taking advantage and switching jobs for whatever reason, I might be able to share some insights on what I've learned. But I'm going to be moving actually out west, and so I'll share more details on that. But I'll be leaving Ontario. I fully intend to continue to keep up with the content and whatnot, but yeah, in January I will officially be somewhere else. So we'll talk about that a little bit later, but in doing so, I needed to plan, and I needed to strongly consider the move and the new job and quitting and stuff like that. So yeah. And then just before the holidays, I actually got sick and I kind of lost my voice. You can hear it's a little bit raspy. So That was another thing as well. I was ready to start filming again when the lockdown benefit happened in December 22nd, but I was like, I'm not feeling well. I didn't have COVID, but I was sick, so I needed to get myself healthy, and you could still hear it in my voice a little bit. But yeah, just a number of things just kind of compiling over the last 2 months that, I decided to take some time off of YouTube. And, I'm thankful that I'm able to do that and still come back and continue to churn things out. So we're going to get the momentum going again. Thanks so much for watching. Again, please consider subscribing. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys in the new year, 2022. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. And happy taxing.